So today I want to talk about fix and flips in Memphis and why the pros and the cons of those. So we don't really see those. I used to get a lot of inquiries on that. It would be a wonderful thing to do, but Memphis is a competitive market. I think there's this misnomer that no one here has money or experience, and that's actually not the case. There's plenty of people here that do have deep pockets, that live here, that can make split decisions, that have crews ready to go. Um, they know the market, they know what they need to buy it at, they know what they need to sell it at. They're just not a dime a dozen. The reality is, if there were a lot of fix and flips here, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'd just be doing that 24/7. I do probably 3 to 4 rehabs a year, and I'm happy to share the addresses and the price I paid, the scope of work, what I sold them for. So I'm happy to do that. In short, the problem is not funding or money. The problem is not getting crews. The problem is buying the house cheap enough to where you can fix it up and sell it for a profit, and probably sell it to an owner occupant. And the other thing is the areas. You can't go to an area that is primarily renters and try and sell it at a retail price to a retail buyer. There are some great areas of Shelby County. Most of DeSoto County, you can flip them. Most of East Shelby County, Collierville, Germantown, areas like that, if you can buy them cheap enough, it definitely would make sense. There's some great core areas of Memphis, Midtown, downtown. We've seen flips in Raleigh that are great, and we can give you specific addresses. We can give you videos of what they look like before and after. Right now, this is late March 2020. We have a client that's finishing one up in Raleigh that's already been appraised. We have one going on in Parkway Village. So fix and flips, to summarize, are a great idea, but everybody's wanting to do that. And we just don't have enough inventory where you can buy them cheap enough to do that. It's just really competitive. We're happy to discuss it, but everybody wants to make a quick buck. And unfortunately, there's just not enough inventory to do that. We could have you buy properties, but we need to give you what's called ARV, or after repair values. And we need to make sure that the ARV is high enough to where you can sell it and sell it for a profit. Look, the odds are you're not going to make $100,000 or even $60,000 or $50,000 on a flip. If you were, you would probably have to do one in Midtown where you took down walls, you maybe even added square footage, maybe a bathroom or a bedroom, maybe you took an attic and you finished it out, things like that. It's just not very prevalent in this market. So I think that's a good synopsis of fix and flips in the Memphis area. Once again, we're not against it at all. We are tickled pink when our buyers get it and it successfully works. We're just here to tell you it's ultra competitive. Sellers don't typically are selling them very cheap anymore. They know their houses are worth more, or the house needs so much work that for a first-time flipper, it just won't make sense. Even an experienced flipper probably won't buy it, because if it's going to take 6 to 9 months to rehab and there's not enough spread or profit for them, it just doesn't make sense. As always, if you had any other questions, let us know. We'll be happy to talk to you about it.